Hello guys, and welcome to my third Geek-Chat Reboot Saturday Night Live. This one's a bit of a special edition in a way that it's a Christmas gift edition. I'm going to show off what I had for Christmas. My guest for this edition was originally going to be Alex Trinder, but actually changed at the last minute, so I haven't got a guest for this edition. If anybody wants, to pass by and come in and ask questions, and you've been in the chat before, then I'll invite you in and we can have a bit of a chat. But I thought I'd come on and just share my Christmas gifts with you. What I had. This chat might not go on as long as the usual 2 hours that I do these for. As I say, I might not even have any guests for this edition, so I may just have to show off what I had for my Christmas, talk a bit about what I've been up to, and that will probably just be it for this edition. Sadly, but yeah, I'd like to know what your Christmases have been like. What did you get? Did you get everything you wanted? How was your Christmas dinners? What did you do? On Christmas Day, me and my mum went over to my sister's. I had Christmas lunch over there, and we came home and we watched the Doctor Who Christmas special starring Nick Frost, from Shaun of the Dead, and they were also in Hot Fuzz, and I believe there was a movie that he starred in as well called The World's End. Yeah. So Doctor Who was an interesting one with Nick Frost in. So yeah. Hello to the 3 viewers there. Please let me know who you are and ask me some questions. This chat will probably be less than the 2 hours because I have no guests with me for this edition. At the last minute, I had Alex Trinder was going to join me for this edition, but at the last minute he said that he couldn't make it. But yeah. Anyway, so with my Christmas gifts, I was hoping to have the Ghostbusters 2 UK Blu-ray Steelbook, but I didn't have that in the end, so I'm going to be getting that one for myself on Monday. So I'll be doing a new Amazon pickup update when it arrives. Also, Supernatural. I was also going to have Supernatural for Christmas, but on Amazon it was going for £50. And that was because it was a season 9 import, a Dutch import in Holland. And so my mum wasn't going to pay out that amount for Supernatural. And I believe it's not even out in the UK yet, which is why it was that price. And True Blood, I was going to have True Blood as well, season 6. Season 6 and 7 is out now, I think. But season 6 was the one I was going to have. But I believe that in stores it was more expensive. So I'm going to buy that online in future as well. But what I did have is 2 Blu-rays, a DVD box set, and 2 standard DVDs, and a book. And this weird, my sister usually gets me some funny little gifts, and sometimes just like this little keychain thing here with a torch on the end. Just like that, a bit bright. But that was from my sister. Just put that over here. The book I had was of Doctor Who. This is the character encyclopedia with all the Doctors and more than 200 friends and foes. This is the updated edition with Peter Capaldi on the front. Here's the book just here. Sorry about the glare there, but that's the book. This was from my mum. And you've got some pretty good details giving you trivia and facts on the characters. It goes through the old series as well, past and present to now. So yeah, that's the Doctor Who character encyclopedia. I went through this book the other day, and it's a really nice book. And now, first up with the DVDs, we have a movie called Dead Souls. This was like a complete and utter surprise, because some of the DVDs and Blu-rays I had here wasn't on my Christmas list. So these were like complete surprises, which I like to have on Christmas. The only two that I've got in this pile here is two of them is off my Christmas list, and the rest of them are complete and utter surprises. So I've never even heard of this movie, nor even seen it before. It may be completely low budget, but it was a surprise, so I look forward to checking it out. It says on the back here, adapted from the novel by Bram Stoker. Award finalist Michael Lamo, Dead Souls tells a harrowing tale of family secrets and ancient evils. So I look forward to checking out that one. Next up, we have a movie I think I may have saw a review of here on YouTube, but I'm not too sure about that. It's got quite a nice slipcover. It's called All Hallows Eve. It's like another Killer Clown movie, I believe. Slipcover, pretty cool. There's no extras on it. Excuse me. Still trying to get over a bit of a cold and a cough. So, but yeah, it sounds pretty good. It says, while watching two children on Halloween night, a babysitter finds an old VHS tape in the kids' trick-or-treat bag. The tape features tales of terror, all linked together by a murderous clown. As the night goes on, strange things begin to occur in the house. It isn't long before the babysitter learns the horrifying truth. The maniac clown is slowly working his way into her reality. So I think this movie will be the first one to watch. Might even do a review of it at some point. But I like it actually feels like it's got like a leathery touch to this slipcover. But yeah, that's that one. And now for the DVD box set. This is a movie box set which has the original 4 first movies plus the remake. That is of the Omen pentology. This is the as the 30th anniversary edition of the first film, which is a 2-discer, and the original releases of Damien, Omen 2, Omen 3, The Final Conflict, and Omen 4, The Awakening. Now, it seems to me that the Omen 4 isn't even connected to the original Omen movies, because it's about a girl instead of Damien. So I don't know what's going on there. It might be a terrible version to the Omen series, but I'm intrigued to checking it out. Anyway, the box set looks like this. Just like that. Some words on the back. And then inside you have like the discs inside. And also you have like this little insert thing saying about the films and the special features and what's on the discs. Hey James, hope you had a good Christmas. Did you start the Netflix free trial yet? First of all, hello Jimmy Richards. I was going to start the free trial, but it says you still need to add your bank details to it. You can't just have the free trial without having to put in your bank details. And I was hoping that you can just have the free trial without having to add any details whatsoever. But because it said that, I'm not bothering with it. Yeah, I might do one day, but I'm a bit skeptical about it at the moment. But yeah. So that's the Omen box set. Very cool, and I look forward to checking out these films. And up next, we have a movie recommended to me by Malcolm of May to December. Alex Trinder also recommended it as well. And also, I believe Adam's Collections 101 did. As I think I may have just said, that this is on Blu-ray. And this is the movie Wolf Cop. Very cool recommendation. And it stars an actor from some old Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes. And he was also in Ginger Snaps as well, the first Ginger Snaps film. And that actor is Jesse Moss. He plays in a motorcyclist gang or something. But I look really forward to checking out this film, as I've heard so much good things about it from different YouTubers. And this is my first official Blu-ray that I'm happy to have in my collection. And there's a tiny little look at the disc there. Very cool stuff. What's happened here? There we go. So yeah, that's Wolf Cop. And lastly, of course, I have Doctor Who from Series 1 to Series 7 on DVD, and plus the Doctor Who movie, Doctor Who the 50th anniversary special, the Day of the Doctor, and I also have Time of the Doctor on DVD as well. So this is my official first Blu-ray to the Doctor Who collection. This one was going for ridiculous prices to start off with on certain websites and in store. This was originally going for £50, but my brother-in-law went on to the Tesco website and saw it on there for £30 instead, so I went for that one. And so I'm really glad to have this in my collection now, and that is Doctor Who, the complete 8th series on Blu-ray. Yeah, looks really beautiful. Awesome. Can't wait to check this one out again in HD as well. So that's brilliant. And you've got some pretty cool special features on it as well. There's the back just there. And it's just like in a bigger Blu-ray keep case style box. Very cool. It's just got the same artwork on the case as it does on the box. And inside you have like the discs with flipper things inside. 5 discs, and the 5th disc has all bonus material. See if I can just put this back. So yeah, as I said, guys, this chat will probably not last for the usual 2 hours unless I have a guest come in that have been in my previous chats, and I can invite them in here, and I can continue going on for the length of time that I have been. So if one of my previous viewers is watching, please let me know, and I can invite you in if you would like to show off what you had for Christmas as well. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is the Doctor Who first official Blu-ray to go with my collection. But yeah, very cool. And that is all my Christmas gifts. On Boxing Day, Boxing Day didn't have much going on. Just what a catch up with being online, so I went on to catch up with some YouTubers, watched some Christmas updates, watched a bit of TV afterwards. But yeah, now with all those gifts that I've now lost, now I'm actually lost for stuff to talk about. So please, if you have any questions at all, please send them in to me. And yeah, otherwise this chat will be ending pretty soon. Yeah. Can't believe it's actually nearly less than a week away before the end of 2014. So another brand new year. Hello, James. Do you still have contact with the Lizard Squad? Who? No. Ooh, do I believe in ghosts? No, Jimmy. Do you? Oh, I've got some more here. If you do, can you please tell them to restore? Oh, PlayStation Network. Yeah, I've I watched a bit of that on the news. What's wrong with it? I don't. I don't even know. I don't even play PlayStation, nor any other console game for that matter. I've only ever played the PC versions of games, and only games that I've enjoyed, like like Grim Fandango that I've been playing and doing gameplays for my channel. And also, I've done the X-Files video game. There are other games I would like to try and get back in my collection, and ones I haven't played yet, such as I want to get the Ghostbusters video game, the Back to the Future game by Telltale, is it? I want to also try and get Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines back. That's a good sort of PC game. But yeah, what is this with the PlayStation Network? Is it just all not working, or because I know that it's made a lot of people concerned about it. And Jimmy, you don't believe in ghosts. No, I don't believe in ghosts. Nor vampires, even though I'd really like to. If you do, can you please tell them to restore the PS Network? Let's see if I can open the YouTube page as well. Okay. I'm just going to go to my channel and bring up the chat and see if we've got any comments on it. Have you ever eaten Twizzlers? No. I have had a fascination with Hostess Twinkies in the past. I've had some people in the US that have sent me some that excuse me, that I've had sent me some with like, you know, with movies that I've done swaps with, or you know, something like that in the past. And I really enjoyed Twinkies and I think other things in Hostess Company. And I know that they went bust once and they all came back. But no, I've never had Twizzlers. Are they like the same sort of thing, or are they different? To events and chat. Okay. Going to comments. Last Avengers as well. This is exciting to watch. It would be if I had a guest in here, a guest that we've had before, but unfortunately this week that I've not got any, and it's Saturday night, the night that I do generally do this chat, so we're to go ahead and just do it anyway. And if it's just going to be me for this edition, then that is it, you know. I mean, I can't make people do what they don't want to do. Okay. 6 views, that's amazing. Thanks to whoever's watching. I do appreciate it. And if there's any viewers that's watching, please give me a subject. I got to be more prepared with these lone kind of chats because they're so difficult to do. And some of my friends on here have actually driven away, and I guess that's my fault in many ways, but so look at the YouTube page again. Well, I've done my main part for this chat, which was showing off what I had for Christmas. My favourite episodes in Doctor Who was the first one, because I like how at the end of the episode you have Matt Smith's 11th Doctor phone Clara on her phone and just say that to stay with the 12th Doctor because he is more scared of anything right now. So I thought that was a really good part with the first episode. I think it was called Deep Breath, because it was that episode happens. It occurs straight after Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, regenerates into the 12th, and I just thought it was a really good element to the show, and to get Clara, back with the Doctor again, and to do the adventures for the show. The weirdest episode was the last two, discovering the Master. Well, Missy was announced in part. Was it the ending of part one of the episode, that she was announced to be the female incarnation of the Master. So that was a bit of a thing to get around, because I believe the Doctors and the Master has always been male incarnations. So I did think that it could be possible, but apparently it can. So, but I enjoyed every episode. Kill the Moon was a bit strange because how a moon was able to come back after destroying it at the end of the episode. Flatline, that was just awesome, because the TARDIS just keeps shrinking, and the Doctor's trapped inside it, and you can see his hand, a bit like Thing from Addams Family. There's this thing where he needs to try and move the TARDIS because there's a train coming along, so you got to use his hand, and he moves the TARDIS using his hand, a bit like Thing from Addams Family. That was a good one in Flatline. What extras do we have on here? Doctor Who, The Ultimate Time Lord, Companions and Interviews, Doctor Who, Earth Conquest, The World Tour, Doctor Who, The Ultimate Companion, exclusive Q&A with Peter Capaldi, Jenna Coleman, and Stephen Moffat, behind the scenes. It's probably my favourite box set that I've had for Christmas. And I do hope that this movie is going to be as good as I've heard people say that it is. So that's my Blu-ray of Wolf Cop and Doctor Who, the only two Blu-rays I have for Christmas. And I'm going to be buying the Steelbook of Ghostbusters 2 on Monday. The Omen Pentology. I've only ever seen the first Omen film, so I look forward to checking out the second and the third. I have heard that the fourth is terrible. But what about the remake? Is that any good as well? The remake of the original? The 2006 remake? So yeah. This one, where is it, this one? Oh. This one called Dead Souls. Looks a bit, don't look very well known. So I'm not too sure about that one. So that's why I'm going to watch that one after All Hallows Eve, because I love the sound of this one. Yeah. Are you happy that Jenna Coleman isn't leaving Doctor Who? Yes, I am. Because prior to interviews and stuff, that she said that there was rumors of her leaving the show, And in an interview that I watched quite a while ago, she didn't want to give out much information, so she had to just sort of keep you thinking, I guess. So I am glad that she's staying because she's a pretty good companion. My mum actually didn't like her, as she also didn't like the one who played Amy Pond, Karen Gillan. She didn't really like Karen Gillan that much either, but I liked those two. I thought they were pretty good companions. And the one who played Rory, he was a good companion. I like there to be like companions from the Russell T Davies era to come into like Stephen Moffat. As I know that Billie Piper was in the 50th, but she brought back a character, the Bad Wolf, from what she become at the end of series 1. Just before Christopher Eccleston became David Tennant. But I like to have like Billie Piper reprise her role as Rose Tyler as a companion with the Doctor, and it'd be interesting to see her with Peter Capaldi's Doctor, and you could see Martha Jones come back as well. Freema Agyeman, Captain Jack Harkness. He was a funny character. I love his story as well. How the dialect just kills him at the end of Doctor Who Series 1. And Rose, with the Bad Wolf power going through her, manages to bring him back to life. But not just bring him back to life, he becomes immortal as well. So each time he gets killed or dies, he can come right back to life again. And that how that happens, I think is pretty awesome. That he just has that deep breath and come right back to life again. And speaking of Captain Jack Harkness, I really enjoyed the spin-off show Torchwood. I believe they've only done like 4 series of it. Children of Earth was a good series. I believe that was series 3, and the 4th one was Miracle Day. I think that was the one where they went like between England and America. And I think there's like a spin-off, like an online mini-series for Miracle Day, but I don't know whether they did or didn't. But I would like to see a brand new show of Torchwood being done. I enjoyed it's more of a kiddie spin-off, but I did also like the Sarah Jane Adventures as well. That's probably just because I'm a sucker for spin-offs when it comes to certain shows. Like with Buffy having the spin-off show of Angel, and the X-Files having the Lone Gunman. Although I've never seen. I don't even know if it was a spin-off show, to be honest. It was Millennium. The one with what's his name? Jack Black, I think his name. No, not Jack Black. Frank Black. He was played by Lance Henriksen in the show of Millennium. But I'm trying to think whether or not it's a direct like a spin-off show to the X-Files and the Lone Gunman. I'm not too sure about that. Watch original Doctor Who, give it a real go. I have seen. There's only one episode I've seen from the original series, and it was a Sylvester McCoy one Remembrance of the Daleks. Maybe I should, start watching them from the very beginning. I just find it hard because liking the new one so much. And I mean, I actually back when I bought Remembrance of the Daleks, I sold it after the first time of watching it because the effects was just so bad for me. As as I'm so used to the new, I guess, prosthetics and some CGI elements that makes it, some of it, the good stuff. The sets, I think, look better now than they do then. And the TARDIS set looks much better and bigger than they did back in the classic era of the show. Because I just like the look of the show as it is now. If I was, maybe if there's any episodes from the classic show on the on YouTube, maybe I'll check out that. But I mean, the 1996 movie, that's the only thing I've enjoyed from the past series. William Hartnell, I believe William Hartnell was 50 or in his 50s, the same age as what Peter Capaldi is now. I don't know for the rest of them. Patrick Troughton was, who played the second Doctor, his son was in the Christmas special. I would actually like to see some John Pertwee episodes because I saw some of his one of his movies called The House That Dripped Blood, which is like a little anthology movie thing. It's in the style of those old Hammer style horror movies. It was called The Cloak or something. He puts on this cloak and it turns him into a vampire. That was a good film, good movie. With Tom Baker, I enjoyed his appearance in the 50th. The fifth Doctor, Peter Davidson, I think he was a Doctor when I was born in 1984. I also have a feeling it's also Colin Baker or even Sylvester McCoy. I can't be too sure about. But I did like Paul McGann as the Doctor, even though he was only in one movie, and also that short episode where he drinks the elixir and regenerates into John Hurt, or the War Doctor, which would then be generated to Christopher Eccleston. And when I first got into the show back in 2005, I thought Christopher Eccleston, who played the Ninth Doctor, was the best actor to have ever played the role because it was the one I've only ever seen. But when I learned that he was typecast, and he was just doing the one series, David Tennant became my favourite, and he is still my favourite now. I absolutely loved the 50th anniversary because it had the return of the 10th Doctor. I would also like to see like another special. I bet it's like a long way off until another anniversary episode, obviously. But I'd like to see Peter Capaldi, Matt Smith, and David Tennant in an episode altogether. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Because then 10, 11, and 12, I'd be interested. Because it was a bit of let down that Christopher Eccleston didn't come back for the 50th. Although you see, the War Doctor regenerating, you don't see a full regeneration. Now you see him going into it, but you don't see Chris sort of coming out of it at the end. Which I thought if they had that, that would have been I would have enjoyed that. That would have been pretty cool. But I guess that Christopher Eccleston didn't even want to come back to do the 50th. And I don't know, was it like he had problems with the producers or the creators of the show after he did the first series? I don't know why. But I would have seen him back as in the end of the regeneration scene from the War Doctor to the 9th Doctor. Frank Blank. Yeah, Frank Henningsen. You need to open your mind and stop focusing on shitty effects. Yeah. So, Malcolm, do you think that the effects have really gotten that bad over the years? Because I think of them only get. I think of it as they've got better. But that's just my way of thinking, so I don't know. Sylvester McCoy ones are the worst in my view. That's probably why I thought that Remembrance of the Daleks was just crap. Hey James, hope you had a great Christmas. I did, thanks Cass. Cass 1979. Had a great one. I have actually done a, I don't know whether or not I've mentioned this in this chat yet, I probably did. I've done a Christmas Day vlog, which will be uploaded tomorrow. It's not that long, it's about 5 minutes, but it's just me with my mum, my sister, my 2 nieces, brother-in-law, basically just having a Christmas dinner, just doing different stuff during the day. But I think it'd be a fun video for viewers to check out, so I hope they enjoy it. I've done 2 versions with 2 different intros, so they're going to be uploaded to my 2 channels. So it's going to be the exact same videos, but on my 2 different channels. I think people focus too much on effects instead of the actual product. And the whole CGI stuff has gone for. If you had to get a tattoo, what would it look like? If I had to get a tattoo, probably Freddy Krueger. People focus too much on the effects instead of the actual product, and the whole CGI stuff has gone from needed to being over the top. I prefer practical effects, like the Prowler and Friday the 13th, yeah. Old Who to the Fake Blood and all the other rubbish. Practical, still like prosthetics though, isn't it? Maybe I guess like that sort of practical I like. I'm also going to be getting the some of the Ernest movies on Blu-ray as well, because I've recently looked on Jim Varney, that the funny character. I've looked on Blu-ray.com, and they are all region free because they're there from Mill Creek Entertainment, and there are some good additions to import on Amazon, so I might start getting those as well at some point. I was going to get a double feature of Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Goes to Jail, a Blu-ray double feature. As I was going to get that one on Monday. It's only £3 on Amazon UK. But I decided to go with the Ghostbusters 2 Steelbook at the moment, so I'll be getting that first, and then the Ernest movie at some point else, maybe in a couple of weeks or something. I do both in a threesome. Who do you think is hotter, Jenna Coleman and Catherine Isabel? Oh, that's a hard one. Because I like them both. What do you think is hotter? Who? Catherine Isabel. Especially in American Mary. I've not seen many of her films. I've seen, first thing I ever seen her in was The X-Files. She starred in an episode of that, and then I saw her in a lot younger in an episode of Goosebumps, which was an episode called "It Came from Under the Sink." She was in that one, and of course the Ginger Snaps movies she was great in. But I think she was the most hottest in American Mary. Who do you think is? Again, these are so hard to do with no guests in the video. And it's more fun that way, with guests. Catherine Isabel has the sexiest voice. Yeah. I'm going to have to agree with you there, mate. Have you seen her in, have you seen American Mary, Jimmy Richards? I need to check out some more Catherine Isabel films. Because I think she's got quite a few out now, actually. I mean, the only ones I'm familiar with is the Ginger Snaps trilogy, American Mary. I know she was in Freddy vs. Jason. Whether she was killed early on in that film, but she was still in it. I think she was in a film called Turning Page once. Or I don't know if that was a TV show. It was an American or Canadian TV show. But I'm not too familiar with any more of her films. Emily Perkins as well, who acted beside her on Ginger Snaps, was also in The X-Files as well. And she was also in Dead Like Me, the last episode of season 2. She was in Supernatural. Don't know why that isn't even out in the UK as well yet. I mean, I was my brother-in-law, my mum was trying to get me season 9 for Christmas, and they went on to Amazon and ended up only finding a £50 Holland import, and so we weren't going to be paying out for that amount to get the show. So I'm going to just have to wait until the official UK one gets released before I can buy it. I'm going to have to get season 6 and 7 of True Blood as well. Season 6 was probably too pricey to have for Christmas, so I have to get that one as well in the new year, because I was lucky enough to get Doctor Who, the Series 8 Blu-ray, plus Wolf Cop, actually, and also the pentology of The Omen, which is a pretty nice set. So So yeah, I gave my sister a list of 3 films. It was oh yeah, another one I didn't get from my sister was also the box set of Leprechaun. I think it was 6 movies in there. All the movies has Warwick Davis. It was that one. It was Ghostbusters 2, and it was also this one. But this is the only one I had off my list that I requested. So I might watch this tomorrow. Yeah, thanks to the recommendation from Alex and Malcolm for that one. Much appreciated to you two guys for that. I look really forward to watching it, and I may even do a review of it to give you guys my thoughts on it. Again, if there's any viewers that have been in a chat with me in the past and would like to come in, please let me know. Because it is only 9:37 where I am, and otherwise I feel as though this chat will start to get boring, or even more boring than it already is. So, yeah, if you've joined me before, please let me know if you want to come on in. I'd send you out an invite. Or even give me some more questions and comments and even subjects for me to talk about a little bit. Horror comedy. Let's take another look at the YouTube. James, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Well, Last Avenger. I guess to try and fix some of the friendships I've broken up with on here. Or try and make some make some rights with people, like make things better in a way. Because there are some things I kind of regret. With how some things have gone on lately. I mean, the abrupt end of the original Geek-Chat series with me and a good co-host. They were just so much fun to do, and I wish I was actually doing those ones still. But of course, things happened, and I had to unfortunately reboot it, and I didn't really want to do it to start off with, but I'd start to miss doing these live videos, these live events, and I didn't want to leave them alone because I wanted to continue doing what I do, with my show, the Geek-Chat, in some way, and enjoy watching others do theirs as well. Because the first person I've ever saw doing a live event like this was Seven Isaac, or Sean McLean doing the Saturday Night Insanity videos, and that was the one thing that gave me the idea of doing my own. Because I've been watching his videos, and he just has so much fun on them by the look of it, and that's what I thought I was doing on the original Geek-Chat series. So yeah, there's a part of me that feels saddened for that the original series had to end because of certain things that went on. And of course, I wanted to continue doing some form of the chat, and so had to change it up a little bit. But a New Year's resolution, I'd like to make some things up with some friends on here. Try and rekindle some stuff if I can do. Because all in all, I didn't mean what certain things that were said in the past. I guess how much I want to make things better, I can in many ways, like with my with Malcolm and Tash, and I want to be able to make things better with them. Maybe start doing going back to the old way of the Geek-Chat again. I mean, I'd honestly go straight back to changing the title of my recent chat back to what I used to do. But it's at the end of the day, it's not really up to me, is it? It's up to the ones that I guess up to the ones that I made wrong with, if that makes sense. Okay, any more questions and comments, guys? Because I'll have to end everything otherwise. It's gone very quiet on here. Five views, still yet no more subjects, questions, comments. I need something to talk about. What are you doing on New Year's Eve, James? You going out on a piss up? I don't ever go out on a piss up. I pretty much stay at home, stay up until 12, or in my case, 1 a.m. Have a bottle of Magners or a certain cider, and that's about it, really. Just say Happy New Year to my mum, maybe call my sister, wish them a Happy New Year as well. I don't really do nothing on New Year's Eve, just pretty much just chillax, relax, and just maybe I'd be just sat at my computer, maybe editing a video or watching some YouTube videos, or probably watch a movie or something. I don't really do that much. I'm not really a drinker like that. I'm not a drunk sort of person. My brother came over from America once and got me really sozzled, but to the extent I was being sick everywhere. Since then, I've been more careful. Only have, like, say, 3 or 4 pints if I go out, like when I went out with my brother-in-law and Nick for the Christmas curry, which can be seen on one of my previous Vlogmas videos. But I'm not a big drinker. Actually, since going out for that curry, I didn't want to drink anything else until Christmas time, because when I went out for that curry, I kind of get silly, even sillier than I am now. Not drunk, just tipsy or tiddly or something. Yeah, I don't get pissed up, completely off my head, because that's not throwing up and feeling really terribly sick. But if I have, like, the right amount of drinks, I don't get any hangover the following day, which is pretty good, to be honest with you, because I would hate to have a hangover. Do you prefer older or more current horror? I like both, yet neither. I like classic horror. I like some of the Universal monsters. I like some of the classic Hammer horrors. Some of the, like, classic Christopher Lee horror movies. I like I don't know where how old movies like this is, but whatever year these are from. I like that. It's, the 80s. I like 80s horror movies. I guess some 70s. I guess nowadays horror movies are more predictable, and they're pretty much all the same. Yeah, I still enjoyed a bad movie, and there's a lot of people on here, those that I like, so-called shitty movies, if you will. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with it. It's an interest. It's it's a movie passion of mine. I like more worse movies than the best movies around. And there's no problem with that in my eyes. I enjoy movies that other people probably would love to hate. Like, for example, there's a movie I got in my vampire collection called Blackwater Vampire. Now, that is a completely low budget, terrible flick, but because it's done by a handheld camcorder, I've never seen a vampire movie done in that way before, and because of that, I like it just for that sole reason. Because I like movies, done like shaky cameras, video recorded, on camcorder stuff, things like Cloverfield. That's a good what do you call it? Found footage movie. Yeah, Cloverfield, the paranormal activity films. I love those. I saw the Blair Witch Project. I think the first one quite a while ago. I'm not too keen on that one. I must have been younger than I am now when I first saw it, and I can remember not liking that one that much. There's another vampire movie called Asylum Night. That's a real low budget. People will probably find that one quite shitty as well. But I actually really loved it. And, if I recommend it to you and you see it, you may enjoy it, you may not. Yeah, I know I recommended, a friend on here, the movie of Slashers. And, I said it was good of what I saw. They saw it as well, and they thoroughly enjoyed it as well, mainly because of the song on it. And certain parts, certain kills on the film. That is a real low budget movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and this person enjoyed it as well. Some people may hate it, but I thought it was a good one. I like different ranges of movies. I like the best movies out there. I like the crappiest movies out there. I'm not too much of a fan of all action-y movies. I'm not too much of a fan of like action-y movies or certain like Expendables, those sort of films, and Rocky, and movies like that. I'm not really too keen in those types. And there's certain like superhero movies. I mean, I love the original Superman films. I've got the tin. They've got all the Christopher Reeve ones plus Superman Returns. I got Man of Steel. I got Supergirl as well. Those ones I enjoy. I like the original Batman movies. The two Tim Burton ones. I like Batman Forever, the one with Jim Carrey in. I like. People probably don't even like this movie, but I do, because I do like some silly, shitty movies, as people know I do on here. Batman and Robin. It's a silly one, but I still enjoyed it. Maybe because Arnold Schwarzenegger was quite funny as Mr. Freeze. I did like the latest Batman films, the Christopher Nolan ones. Batman Begins and The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. I loved those ones as well. But there's movies like Avengers and The Age of Ultron. I don't know what titles I'm talking about here, because they're not my kind of film. Like also stuff like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, or different stuff like that. Not into any of those sort of films. What would you say? Call them like fantasy movies. I like what I like, and I'm just worried that if I sort of saw something I'm not really too familiar with, or something I don't think I'd like much, I'd be bored. And that's pretty much it. So I just go for like certain films I can enjoy, like ones I'm kind of familiar with in genre wise, like miscellaneous horrors, horrors that can include slashers um, or urban legendy type stuff. Excuse me. Or possession type movies, or demons for that matter. um, or the vampire movies. Say for an example, there are others. I love the Lost Boys trilogy. I mean, yeah, obviously the first one is the best classic out there. I liked the second one, although it's not the best. Yeah, I also enjoyed the third one because it has flashback points to the first movie. I like to give movies that are probably not that good a chance, and I just think that if I like it, then so be it. I buy it, I enjoy it, I keep it, and if I want to, I keep rewatching them at times. So in my eyes, there's no in my eyes, if there's a shitty movie or a movie that somebody thinks, why are you watching that? I would have never watched that in my life, I would give it a chance, and if I enjoy it, what's wrong with that, I mean, what's wrong with enjoying a movie that's not great or a big blockbuster? It's just the way I am. I love every type of movie, not when it comes to certain action movies or martial art movies. I hate martial art movies. I also hate certain Western movies, cowboy movies. Hate them. Not my cup of tea whatsoever. I mean, if it's like a vampire cowboy movie or something, it probably will be okay, because I've got the third From Dusk Till Dawn, and that was a Western type of vampire movie I enjoyed. There's also an import I had come from America a little while ago that I ordered called After Sundown. Is it After Sundown? Oh, sorry, Before Sundown, something like that. And that was like a westerny type horror film, sorry, a vampire movie. And there's another one called Sundown, the Vampire in Retreat. That's another westerny type movie that I enjoyed. But westerns like, I guess, Clint Eastwoody type ones, I'm not interested in them. I like what I like. I know what I like. Know what I enjoy. I guess maybe if I talked about these movies more. But yeah, there's certain genres I just hate and would never collect. That's why I'd like to go for special editions of certain films I already own. So yeah, that's pretty much my background with film. Do you prefer older or more current? All right. Have you seen Horns yet? Actually, I haven't seen that one yet, Jimmy Richards, and I don't think it's in our local cinema anymore. So I've maybe or maybe not have to check it out on DVD or Blu-ray. Do you like comedy, film, or TV? I do like comedies. I got a big, I'd say, well, it's a mixture of comedy, adventure and certain like actiony type films. But again, only the ones I enjoy and like. Um, I like slapsticky type comedies, um, like slapsticky in a way of like Little Man, say with the Wayans brothers, or also did White Chicks. Um, what else? I'm going to be doing a brand new DVD/Blu-ray movie collection and TV show overview during the month of January, because back I recorded when I had that big stack of DVDs in this corner unit here. I can't really show you it because it's hard to turn the computer around, but I had a big collection of movies thanks to Malcolm of May to December and Alex Twinder, who have contributed to my collection, to help make it grow. And I did do a movie update showing off all those films, including Stitches, the Hellraiser box set, all the movies I've had from Alex as well. I did record a big update showing everything, but because when I was recording it, I can't see on my camcorder, the flip video, I can't see myself in the screen because it's the screen is on the opposite side of the lens. And I guess I'm gonna have to like put a mirror behind it so I can see where I am on the camera in future, because my head was slightly off screen, and at the end of the recording I completely wasn't happy with the recording, and because of that I wasn't going to record the video again. And so for that reason I wanted to do a shelf by shelf overview, and when I get to the DVDs that I had sent to me from the people I mentioned, I'm going to do like a little shout out to them and say what I thought of the films and stuff that way, because it'll still be a type of update, but not the one I originally planned on doing. But that's unfortunate because I really wanted to make it special for the ones I mentioned just now, because they sent them, they made it into they made my collection bigger thanks to them, and I wasn't happy with the outcome of the video, so I have to just do a DVD Blu-ray collection overview video, and when I get to the ones I had sent to me, I'll give them a big shout out and say what I liked about the films. Can you do the RoboCop impression for old time's sake? Jimmy Richards. Okay. For the old geeky chat days with me, Malcolm, days with Tash, and also with Alex and Adam. Jimmy, this one's for you. Woo! Oh, it's all gone. Yeah, so that was for you, Jimmy. Oh, we've already started it. I like some movies that a lot of people say are crap, but it's up to you what you like. If we all liked the same thing, it wouldn't be boring. Totally agree with you, Cass. It's always good to like something different, and there's nothing wrong with it. Let's see if I got any more. Oh, got these questions actually move up the list quite a bit. James, have you seen the vampire movie, The Forsaken? If not, it is a good film. Last Avenger, The Forsaken, aka Desert Vampires, I think it says. I have it on DVD. I have enjoyed it. Enjoyed it, and I thoroughly enjoy that one. I believe it stars, is it Brendan Feher or somebody from Roswell? That was a TV show. I believe it was Roswell or something else. But yeah, I do like The Forsaken, classic one, and I do love that movie. What I'd like to know is that why do some people, I'm not saying any names here, okay, why do some people have such a grudge against like bad movies or movies that people think is shite? I'd like to know that. I mean, I don't understand it. Um, go if you like it, you like it. If you don't, when it comes to a shitty vampire movie, I watch it because I'm a vampire nut and I enjoy it because I'm a vampire nut, not because of the story being bad or the acting's bad or certain other bad parts. I just like it because it has, say, vampires in. If it's a movie that's bad and it's got something in the movie that I like, then I'll enjoy it, no matter what. And also, it's not about certain movies. There are certain things I like to collect that is kind of about the movie, but also about the packaging as well. Like, I'd say I was a big collector of these, but not really, because I've only got uh, four of them now in the collection, and that would be the German hard boxes. You know, the they would be like collectors. If I had one down here, I'd show you what I mean. But I'll show you on my upcoming overview video. But you can get like small DVD sized ones, or you can get like slightly bigger ones, and they're highly collectible. They're very highly collectible, and the first ever hard box I had was in a swap I did with a YouTuber, awesome guy and a friend of mine on here as well, with the name of Freystorm. He's a comic book artist, animator, and he's done some comic book releases of some things called Jericho and other things. Check out his channel, by the way, on YouTube. Is Freystorm, spelled FWAHSTORM, and he does really cool videos. Does some good vlogs as well. He also does the horror block as well, the unboxing of the horror block, like a lot of other YouTubers do with these blocks on here. But yeah, I sent him some movies in exchange for a special edition of the Halloween 2 hard box. I sent him a box of movies that I no longer wanted, so I sent him those, and he sent me. He went onto a website called DVD Uncut and ordered me. And he had a copy, but he bought me this copy as well, another copy, a sealed copy on that. It was a small hard box, X-rated on the XT video label, and it's a really nice edition. And there's also then after having that one from a friend, they're highly collectible, as I say. So you keep wanting to get more of them, but they're really expensive as well. So I can only get them every now and again when I can. I've got two small hard boxes, one being the Halloween 2 one, and another one called The Willis, which is like an anthology horror movie, and two larger ones. One of my recent pickups called The Midnight Hour, also known as Return of the Living Zombies. And then I also got the 84 Entertainment release of Bordello of Blood, which is taken, Tales from the Crypt story. And so I really enjoy that film and that edition as well. And I'm also a big collector of steelbooks. Love collecting steelbooks. Hard boxes, I guess, are more hard to collect because you either have to get on a special website or search around for them on Amazon and eBay. But I was trying to get the hard boxes of the rest of the Halloween series at some point. But yeah, I do like collecting those ones. Steelbooks, I'm going to start collecting a small collection of Blu-ray steelbooks soon. First one will be in the Ghostbusters 2 one, which I'll order Monday. And there's the two Nosferatu steelbooks I want to get of the 1922 silent movie, plus the, I don't know what year, but there's a follow one with Nosferatu, the Nosferatu the Vampire, which I think it's a Klaus Kinski film with a German actor. And there's two editions on this Blu-ray set. You've got the English one and the German language one as well, which has English subtitles on the German one. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I'd like to get, but all spaced out. Can't get all this stuff all together, where certain people on YouTube can, and I've seen it. People have shown updates where they've picked up certain things in like a bulk parcel or something, but I'm gonna have to get them like spread it out and over a due course of time. But yes, there's a lot of stuff I want, even special edition releases, steelbooks, hard boxes, box sets, standard editions, DVDs, all different stuff. Got a new comment in here. I love Ghostbusters. If they released a complete set with films and animated series in core packaging, would you double dip? Well, that's a good question. A good point, actually, Cass. Well, I've got the complete Real Ghostbusters complete DVD collection, which is a US import from from Time Life, which has the 5 steelbooks, the complete episode guide, and a bonus disc, which was exclusive to this particular set. I've shown it on YouTube countless times. If you search some of my more older videos, you'll be able to find the set if you know the one I'm talking about. But I've got the complete Real Ghostbusters complete collection. I've also got the first volume of Extreme Ghostbusters, not as good as Real Ghostbusters, but still. And I've got the first Blu-ray steelbook of Ghostbusters 1, and so I'm going to be getting Ghostbusters 2. But if they made I guess I wouldn't have to get that sort of edition, because I'd already have them all. Because I've also I'm doubling up on Ghostbusters on DVD that I'm now getting on Blu-ray. I'm not going to get rid of the box that I've got, because there's a collector's booklet inside it. Inside the DVD gifts that I've got, we've got the 2 films plus 2 episodes from the Real Ghostbusters animated series. But I keep in the DVD gift set just because it's a nice booklet in there, and just for collector's purposes, I've got just different versions and editions of the same film. Plus, it looks nice on the shelf, so why not, really? Ghostbusters played a big part in my life, because I was born in the summer of 1984 when that film was released. And 5 years later, when I was 5 years old, its sequel was released. And I had all the toys. I had the firehouse from the Real Ghostbusters TV show. I even had the proton pack, the toy PKE meter. Even though now I've got the PKE meter movie replica from Mattel or MattyCollector.com. My brother bought me it in America for $60. I think if you go back on the website now, it got up in price. But absolutely love Ghostbusters. I had all the toys. I think I had all the books as well. Loved it. Loved the show. Loved the movies. And if I see any books or comics or anything going cheap on eBay, I'll be sure to get them, because I absolutely still love Ghostbusters until this day, and it's never going to leave me, because it has a big impact on my life. So that's pretty much it with Ghostbusters. I'm always going to love it, always. Rank the 4 Ghostbusters from best to worst. Okay. Best to worst. Egon, Ray, Peter, and Winston. Yeah. Egon, Ray, Peter, and Winston. Do you collect figures like Funko, this, etc.? NECA. Oh, NECA, okay. Would you like to? I do have a friend who joined me on the chat last week of Adam's Collections 101. He's a big collector of the Funko Pop figures, the vinyl figures, and he's a member of the Pop in the Box thing, like the annual thing you have to sign up to, the subscription box. And I like hearing about that you can actually dislike ones you hate and what you receive from them, and the ones you like you receive from them after you've subscribed. And I think that is a pretty cool thing to do, and I think for that I might subscribe to it myself one day. I've not got any in my collection at the moment, but they do look really cool, and so maybe one day I might start getting them. But yeah, they did. And as for NECA, is it the? I think I have a NECA figure. It's a Freddy Krueger from, I believe the movie was Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Real good, real good looking figure that actually looks like Robert Englund. That's the only NECA figure I've got. But I would like to try and get into getting Funko Pops. Because they do look. I'm actually intrigued in trying to get some of the Buffy ones that's out there, like the Gentleman from the one called Hush in season 4, the Angel and Spike vinyl figures, pop ones, and I also hear that the vampire versions of Spike and Angel have a certain name to them, and they're more harder to get. But I would like to try and collect, maybe start off with some of the Buffy ones first, and then through to some of the horror movies. So James, no matter how shite a movie is, as long as it has a vampire in it, you think it's great. Yeah, that is absolutely it. It's like saying, like trying to be a collector of every single movie out there. I would like to try and own every single vampire movie out there. I mean, I've got a list. I got a list of bad vampire movies out there I'd still like to get from my collection. If let me see if I can open my list up a minute and see if I can tell you my tell you some of the worst vampire movies that sounds that bad that I probably will get in the future. Okay. This is just the vampire movies I got written down, even though that they could be bad, they could be good. Bram Stoker's Dracula, Ankle Biters, Cold Hearts, Lesbian Vampire Killers, Kiss of the Damned, Vampire Dog, Vampire Resurrection, Bite Marks, Blood of Arena, Vampire in Vegas, Brotherhood of Blood, The Dreaded, Dinner with a Vampire, Sleepless Nights, Teen Vamp, The Satanic Rites of Dracula, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Nosferatu. That is all the ones that I got on my list in vampire movies that I would like to eventually pick up on either Blu-ray or DVD. I would like a Vigo figure from Ghostbusters 2. Vigo figure would be awesome. He was a great character in the second film. Loved that character. How Janosch gets possessed by Vigo with his eyes. Lightning goes from Vigo into Peter McNichol's character's eyes. Bring me a child that I might live again. Great stuff. And also I like the bit when Oscar, Dana's baby, is standing on the ledge of the apartment, on the apartment building, and a ghost version of Janosch flies down with a crib thing and takes Oscar away to for Vigo to try and be reborn in Oscar's body. And also when they use the mood slime to try and get the Statue of Liberty to start walking, to take him to the Manhattan Museum of Art, to then use the torch to crash through the roof of the art gallery, and also so that Janosch doesn't get in the Ghostbusters' way. Peter says to Ray to hose him, and then they just hose him with a lot of the mood slime in their slime blower, so that he gets put down, so that then they can destroy Vigo. And it's a great movie. I actually do prefer the second one up to the first one. I really don't know why, but Vigo, I just like Vigo and the story more, and the slime in it as well. That was a big part of the second film. It's just all great stuff. I just love the second film more. The original one is the best. I will always love it, and it collides the year I was born into. But I always enjoy the second film more because I think it was the first one I ever saw or was old enough to see. And the Real Ghostbusters TV show saw it on CITV, I guess, when I was old enough to see it. And when I found out about the TV show being released on the complete collection, just had to get it. And because even as a kid, I used to have the 10 volumes VHS, the UK VHS tapes of it. But I think I sold them. I think I sold them when I first got the complete collection DVD set. And some of the music had to change because of licensing and rights and stuff. But I'm still glad I got the super cool Firehouse box set with all the episodes in, and you get the Slimer specials. They are more aimed for younger viewers, but they're still fun to watch. But don't tell me about the Ghostbusters reboot. I went on IMDb recently. Kept on, looking at it now and again. It was under the title Ghostbusters 3, and now it's completely under the title of a Ghostbusters reboot, or under Untitled Ghostbusters Reboot, with an all-female cast as Ghostbusters. It'd be interesting to see, but at the moment, being a fan of the first two, I'm still like, yeah. But I'm going to give it a go, and I think I'll enjoy it. But I need to wait and see, when it's out and see it and that stuff first. Are you looking forward to watching the Omen films? Do you like the Back to the Future trilogy? Cass, a lot of the movies you've said and told me about. Back to the Future is one of my all-time favorite comedy trilogies. I have the 4-disc Ultimate Collector's Edition DVD Steelbook. I do like the second film more, I think, because I guess it's all to do with when, like, the Marty that goes to the future comes back to the time of the first movie, and he's not sort of supposed to sort of bump into himself, which I find really hilarious. I just loved that one. The third one was actually on this afternoon on TV. Didn't think too much of the third one, but the first and the second, in my opinions, are my two favorite ones. And there used to be a cartoon show of Back to the Future as well. I believe there was an animated show. I believe I may have watched some of them as a kid, but the films are the greatest. My brother got me the Back to the Future trilogy on Blu-ray for Christmas. I can't wait to see what it looks like on Blu. Is that the tin edition, the Blu-ray tin edition? Because I know that you can get like extra bits and pieces actually from the films. Like, I believe you can get the the photo that where Marty's family vanishes on the photo, and you also get the I think it's the license plate as well of the DeLorean, and there is a good, nice tin edition out of Back to the Future on Blu-ray. I think it's quite pricey though, but this, I mean, I'd like to own that, but don't know whether or not that's the one you got. At the moment, I'm still happy enough with the DVD steelbook though, but maybe one day. James, you've been chatting for over 2 hours. You're I may be a maniac, but it's chatting to you guys, in the questions and comments, and it's been fun. Bit different with nobody actually in the video with me, but it's still better than talking to myself. Whoa, you are right, nearly 2 hours. 10:42. Maybe it's because I'm addicted to Geek-Chat. I have an addiction, help me. Chris J. Webb one. Hey mate, hope you're doing well. How's the collection coming along? Any good additions? Hello, Chris J. Webb 1. The collection is going pretty well. I'm actually going to be doing a brand new DVD collection overview in the new year. And I have just recently started picking up Blu-rays. First proper Blu-ray movie yet. Also, Doctor Who was my first 2 proper Blu-rays. And so, yes, haven't I bought my first ever Blu-ray player just before, a little while before Christmas. It was kind of an early Christmas present. And my 2 official proper Blu-rays, which I'm really happy about. And so, yeah. And thanks for your question, Chris. I would love a tub of Ghostbusters slime. I wish they would sell that again. You know what? I used to have a tub of that years ago. I think it was on the release of the second film. Can't be too sure because it was the pink color that was the color from the second film. And in the real Ghostbusters toy firehouse I had, at the very top there was like these square holes where you can actually push the slime through, and you can actually have like a figure of a Ghostbuster sat inside of the entirely cover them over, which was a pretty cool part of the firehouse, and you can actually use the tub on it as well. It's a shame that classic stuff like that doesn't get re-released because of it being so old. I mean, maybe you can get, or maybe we get stuff on eBay or stuff, but I don't know. Cass, what is your thoughts on the upcoming Ghostbusters 3 or Ghostbusters reboot? The Ghostbusters video game has been out for quite a while, and I still haven't got it. I've seen gameplays of it on YouTube. I've seen gameplays. I've seen clips. I got like a sneaky peek of it on the first Ghostbusters Blu-ray I got, and the game looks awesome. I've heard from other people that I've chatted to that they've really enjoyed the game as well, and they've played it multiple times. But of course, I wanted to get the PC version because I don't have a console, or do I play it with a console? So I'm gonna get the PC edition probably on Amazon or eBay at some point, because it actually makes the player feel as though they're actually a part of the Ghostbusters team, or like a fifth edition, a fifth edition to the Ghostbusters crew. So it does sound a really good game to get into, and I'm gonna have to seriously try and pick that one up at some point. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the upcoming Ghostbusters reboot? Oh, and hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you had a good Christmas too, Chris. Hope you had a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff. Alex, hey James, when you're checking out the Wolf Cop, I think I might check out tomorrow because it'll probably get too late to watch it tonight. But I'm absolutely happy that I managed to get hold of it, and can't wait to watch it actually. First official movie. Thanks for recommending it to me, by the way, Alex. Can't wait to watch that one. I've got so much stuff to actually get into watching now. I don't know what ones I'll be watching first. I know I'll be watching Doctor Who last because that's a whole series, and I want to get through watching movies first. So maybe I might watch like the 2 standard DVDs first, then Wolf Cop, and then The Omen. Or I might watch Wolf Cop first. It depends, really. let's talk about a little bit of something about another show I'd like to actually see there be released in the UK. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Or at least seasons 5, 6, and 7, the ones that had never released in England. And yet they're so expensive for importing. Because I seriously would like to try and complete the Are You Afraid of the Dark collection. I only need 2 seasons left of that show, and that is season 5, and the last one of season 7. And then I'll have them all. I got season 1 and 2, season 3 and 4 in the UK set, season 6, which is import from Canada. So season 5 and 7 is the last 2 I desperately need. But the matter is of when to get them, where to get them from, and also what price it will be, because they are terribly expensive. I mean, I've searched on eBay and Amazon for them, and they're just so much money and hard to get at the moment. As a huge fan, I was hoping that they would do a 3rd film soon after Ghostbusters 2. I think they have left it too long, and obviously now there is no Howard Ramis. Yeah, and he was great as Egon. He was my favourite Ghostbusters of them all. I was actually when I first found out about his death, it was I was actually in the going to see a movie. My friend, who I've done vlogs with in the past, Nick, and I went there, and he was looking on his phone, looking at news on his phone, on the iPhone, I believe, and before the movie began, and he told me that Howard Ramis of Ghostbusters has passed away, and it was a bit of a shock at that time. And when I got home, I came on YouTube, and there was a whole lot of Howard Ramis fans talking about him and talking about his work and his what he'd been in and what he'd directed and what he'd written, and all different stuff about him because of the news. So it was devastating. I couldn't believe it at the time. It was so strange. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely weird without him even being a part of the 3rd movie. Yeah, there was no Howard Ramis, which is so sad. I would have loved to see the entire cast return. That would have been great. Hey, Cass, with you being a Ghostbusters fan, and I do my upcoming DVD or Blu-ray overview video, I can. I got a big poster on my bedroom door of the first Ghostbusters movie. So maybe that'd be the first thing to do on my new DVD, on my new overview video. Then I got a whole shelf of all Ghostbusters stuff. The prop replica of the Ghostbusters PK meter, which is in like a nice, it's in a crate style box, which looks great, and it's got all Ghostbusters style jokes around the box with the No Ghost logo on it, and all that looks really cool. On top of that, I've got the DVD gift set, the booklet inside of the 2 movies. Then Extreme Ghostbusters next to it. Then next to that, I've got the first Blu-ray steelbook of the first film. And then right next to that, I've got the Real Ghostbusters Complete DVD Collection, which will be seen again soon. And soon on Monday, I'll be buying the UK Blu-ray steelbook of Ghostbusters 2. So it'd be cool to see that in HD. And never before seen extras on there. I'm really looking forward to seeing deleted scenes from the film that have never been released on DVD. So I look really forward to watching those. I guess there'll be some interviews on it as well. And there's also going to be like a round table discussion with Ivan Reitman and Dan Aykroyd, giving their thoughts on the making of the film, giving their thoughts of the production and the slime effects and all different things about the second film, Vigo, Slimer, everything. It's going to be a pretty good one to pick up and look at, and I think I'm going to do a quite an in-depth review after I've seen that, or I'm going to try to at least, because with all these extras on it as well, this never been seen before, and just I'm going to love seeing it. Especially with the never seen before deleted scenes. That's going to be great. Because there's some when the mayor's assistant tries to, when the shield is covering over, the slime shield is covering over the Manhattan Museum of Art, and there's no way into the building. There's a deleted scene where the mayor's assistant actually sort of tries to walk through the slime, and because it's like a CGI effect, you sort of see him walk forward but then disappear, and then then the camera sort of looks down. All you see is a pair of slimy shoes, and it's so funny. And you see Lewis Tully, played by Rick Moranis, trying to catch Slimer, trying to trap him. He has the proton pack on and everything. And I would have seriously liked to have had that scene still in the movie. But thankfully on this edition of the film is going to be on there as a complete and utter, complete deleted scene. Are you a fan of the Crow films? Ernie Hudson was in that first and David Boreanaz in the fourth. Really? I've never seen The Crow, and I think I really should do now. Are you a fan? There's so many films I should know about with actors that I've seen in other things. David Boreanaz was in it as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and write those two titles down. Write those titles down as well. And try and get those when I can. I know one film that Ernie Hudson was in, and that was The Hand that Rocked the Cradle. He played, I think it was a caretaker in it, or an odd job man. That was the only other film I've ever seen Ernie Hudson in. Yeah. As a huge fan, I was hoping that they would do a third film. Actually, I've already read that, right? Yeah. It's 11:00 p.m. now, and so I have actually been going on chatting for the actual length of time that I actually do these chats for. Hopefully next week I'll have a guest with me joining me for next week's edition. Otherwise it'll be just like this again, so we'll have to just wait and see. But hopefully Alex Trinder would like to join me, or maybe Adam again if he's available, or anybody else who have been in these chats with me before would like to come in and have a chat about movies, television shows, anything you want. it'd be good fun. "20 minutes, by the way, guys, before the end of the chat. So if you have any more questions, comments, suggestions, or subjects, please get them into me now, as I don't have long left. So thank you for sticking with me, by the way, guys, and giving me all the core subjects to speak about. It's been fun. But as I say, it's been a little bit different being on my own tonight, but it's been a pleasure to answer all your questions, and especially showing off my Christmas gifts as well with your. I was gonna do a Christmas 2014 movie haul, but because I've showed everything off on this chat, I don't see a point of that now, unless you want to see everything again in another video. If you want to, let me know, but if not, then I'm glad that I've just showed them all off to you anyway in this geek chat with you guys. Again, it's really confused about Supernatural this Christmas, because I thought all seasons would be out around about this time. Last year I had season 8, and a year later season 9 is not available. Especially, I don't want to get a Dutch import, because £50. I'm not going to be buying that. I mean, it's not like I'll be able to not be able to play it. I'll be able to play it, but it's just a lot of money, you know. Hello, Kelly. Great chat, James. I've been watching the whole thing while in bed. Thank you for I've lost a comment. Thank you for cheering me up. You're very welcome, Kelly, and I'm glad you always enjoy these chats. Sorry, it's just been me this week. I've been having a lot of fun though with questions and comments in the actual side app thing here. It's been fun. It's just been a little bit different with actually somebody in the video, but it's been different, and I'm very glad that you've been enjoying the show as well. And also, I hope you had a good Christmas, Kelly, and got everything that you've wanted. I think Vigo is really quite creepy and scared me a bit when I was younger. The most creepiest scene with Vigo, there would have been quite a few actually, but I actually thought the first bit at the beginning was when his face in the painting sort of came out a little bit. Like it blew out, in other words, or something. And also when he first comes out of the painting at the end of the movie. And yeah, the bit with his red eyes, he looks more like a demon. That one. And also when he takes possession of Ray again, and they all got to say Ray, 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 and he turns around, and you know Vigo was sort of kind of as Ray, and he says, "Not Ray, Vigo, be gone, you pitiful huntsman." And then he all just shoots him, and then they use the proton ray and the slime blowers to bust Vigo, and then you actually see on the side of the scene that Ray actually falls to the ground, that he's not possessed anymore, and they keep shooting him until he actually goes back into the painting and then blows up. And a bit of a weird scene, I reckon, though, at the end is that the picture actually becomes the full Ghostbusters with Oscar. That was an interesting part. Yeah, that is hilarious, that scene. The scene where Lois Tully tries to defend the Ghostbusters in court is hilarious. Cass, the court scene in total I absolutely love, because I'm going to tell you something now, and everyone else of the 7 viewers that's watching. As a kid, right, when I used to have the real Ghostbusters, sort of the proton pack toy and the PKE meter and the toy trap, I used to completely reenact that courtroom scene. You know, because all their equipment was laid out on the table. You know, their packs, their traps, all their equipment, even the bowl of mood slime was there on the table as well. And when the judge there started like yelling, the slime would bubble, and as he would continue, the Sclary brothers would come out of the slime, and they'd have to have the case closed, so they wouldn't do anything until the judge said case dismissed, before that they was then able to go and get their packs on. So when they got their packs off the table, I reenact that as a kid, because I absolutely loved that scene. And then the bit where they power up their wands, their guns, and they go do, Ray, Egon. I just absolutely loved that. I just absolutely loved that scene. And then when the and the little montage bit at the end of that scene to show that they're back in business again. And another part at the end when they help Janosch get up. Why am I dripping with goo? Because he was hosed at the when they first entered the gallery. Every part of that movie I absolutely love. I'll tell you one of my favorite parts in the first one was when, Walter Peck, that guy that wants to try and get the Ghostbusters arrested. I liked his big comeuppance at the end when when the Marshmallow Man gets destroyed and a whole like slime or cream or shaving foam or whatever the stuff was. It was supposed to be the Stay Puff, when he got covered on by that stuff. That was like his big comeuppance, which was a good bit because he was he was a nasty character in the film. James, do you think you'll ever visit the Ghostbusters firehouse? I know the actual firehouse they filmed is actually an actual firehouse in New York. I believe it's called Ladder 8 or something. I've seen pictures of it online, and that people have visited it, and I would love to. I have only ever been to California, Sacramento, Arizona, LA, and on our way back to England, last time I went to America, we had to land in the New York airport because we had to switch planes to come for the rest of the way back. And the only other part of New York I ever managed to see was the inside of New York airport. And that was all. But yeah, I would love to stroll around New York and actually go to New York. And I'd actually love to visit the Ghostbusters Firehouse, Manhattan Museum of Art that was taking place in the second film, and actually the library from the first film, New York Public Library, I think it was. But yeah, I'd love to visit New York for those landmarks for the film. James, do you think you'll ever visit the Ghostbusters? I read that one. Do you know what Nick got for Christmas? No, I haven't even heard from Nick since before Christmas because I wasn't able to see him the last couple of weeks. I came down with a terrible cold and I wasn't feeling up to see him because I was supposed to do Christmas shopping with him. So I ended up going out with my sister and my mum to buy Christmas shopping instead because that week of going out with Nick, I didn't feel well enough to go out. So I think I'll be seeing Nick again the week after the New Year. Yeah, the week after the New Year. So not this coming Thursday, Thursday after. Plus those vlogs may return. And also, I don't know if I've said this, that Nick is and probably will be getting a new dog on the Labrador Trust, I believe, because he takes in like rescue dogs. And Sam, he was a rescue dog, and it's because it doesn't feel right whatsoever over there for him, and it feels so much different over there for when I'm over there as well without a dog around. And so he's going to try and get a new Labrador, and probably be some more out and about vlogs with dogs. I love how Slimer terrorizes Tully, but then at the end gives him a ride to the museum. Yeah. Oh, the bit on the bus. Yeah. When Slime opened the doors and Lois says, "At least you've got your license." I think that's what it says. That's awesome. My dog is a rescue dog too. Oh, cool. That's good. What's your dog's name? I think Ted's doing okay as well. I think Nick finds out a lot about how he's getting on the farm. There was time a while ago that I was gonna have to take down all my previous out and about vlogs with Sam on, but I don't have to do that anymore. I can keep the videos of the dogs on my channel, but what I do have to do is download all of the MP4s, the MP4 video uploads, so that I can then put them onto DVD or edit them, so that then they just edit them to there's only the dogs on there, so that Nick can have like memories of his dogs in video form, because sadly he doesn't have no videos of the dogs himself. So I'm going to make like a little montage of his dogs for him, and I'm going to have to get some like blank DVDs to make some DVDs for him. So that I'll be doing that. Excuse me. If you opened a restaurant, what kind of food would you serve? Probably my favourite, Sunday roasts. Or yeah, Sunday roast, like roast potatoes, meat, vegetables, gravy. A good old British Sunday roast lunch. That would be the main, like, that's what I'd serve. That's a great thing to do, James. Dogs give their owner so much pleasure. Yeah, they really do. I used to have a dog called Sam. Carolyn King Charles. Carolyn King Charles. He had to be put to sleep as well. Long time ago now. He was he just got terribly ill, and he was 14, 13, 14. But he had a good long life. So my sister had a sheepdog that had to be put down as well because he got unwell. Actually, I think he had a tumor. Could buy an old English sheepdog. He was a fun one. He was fun to be around. Can't remember how old he was though. If they made a Slashers 2, what would you like to happen? And how would you like to see? We're going to have to go to the page for the rest of that question. If they made Slashers 2, what would you like to happen? And who would you like to see star in it? Good question, Alex. And okay, I don't think there could be a sequel to Slashers, But maybe if they rebooted it, or maybe remade it, and had some of my favorite actors playing the characters, it's like, I don't know, David Boreanaz, David Duchovny, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Gillian Anderson as the actors of it. But I think I'd be like see it remade, maybe see it made better or something. But I don't think that would. I don't think it'd be a very good sequel. Really enjoyed the chat, James, and chatting about Ghostbusters. You're welcome, Cass, and please come by again in future and enjoy many more chats. And keep an eye out. If you've subscribed to my channel, keep an eye out for my following video in January, which will feature showing off my Ghostbusters collection on the shelf, because I'm going to be doing a shelf by shelf collection overview soon of my entire movies, so that should be a good one to check out. It probably will be done in parts, not whole tape, because it will be quite a long video otherwise. So yeah, glad you enjoyed the chat, Cass. I thank you for your questions and discussion on Ghostbusters. Whoa, it's 11:29. I actually went through this the entire length of a chat that I would do when I've got a guest in the video. Again, hopefully next week I'll actually have somebody in the video with me. If not, then it'll be just like this again. But we'll soon know by the end of the following week, and I'll probably do a video of letting you know what guest, if I've got any, who they are and stuff. But it's 11:30 now, so I'm going to end the chat here. What are you going to do after the chat? Not much, actually. Jimmy Richards, I'm going to put my movies away that I've got sat around me here. Maybe watch a little bit of YouTube on my Blu-ray player, just through there, and go to bed. Tomorrow, I may watch Wolf Cop tomorrow night, but that's about it. I'll have a vlog upload tomorrow of my Christmas Day, because I did a Christmas Day vlog that I mentioned earlier, so that will be up tomorrow. That's to look forward to. And I will have another video later next week with my unboxing of Ghostbusters 2 Steelbook. That should be here by Wednesday or Thursday or Friday next week, because I'll be ordering it on Monday. But yeah, so this is it now for the end of the chat, guys. If it wasn't for you guys in the comment in the in the questions and in the comments on YouTube, I wouldn't have been able to make this chat possible tonight, because it's just been me. So I have to give a very big thank you to all my viewers for this edition, because it's you guys that have made this possible, and me to continue on with this particular chat until the ending. So a big thank you to you guys for watching, asking me questions, contributing to give me some subjects to talk up a bit about. So it was really a pleasure, and much appreciated. And so for another live chat until next week, with next Saturday, this is it now, guys. So goodbye and take care for now.